I made you some flags.
Awesome. I
For
love
you.
that. Thank you so much.
Would you like to compete in LA at the 28 Olympics?
I would like to. We'll see. We'll see where I'm at if I'm good enough. But I would like to. I would like to. That'd be cool.
Anything you want to say to your Italian fans since you've been to Milan this summer?
Yes. Much love. Love Milan. I love Italy. Hope to see y'all soon. Go Hawks.
Jaxon, what's the game day Super Bowl day? Can you kind of detail what you go through
Yeah,
on game
yeah.
day?
The routine stays the same. This week is different, but my routine, especially before the game, it will stay the same. And everybody been doing a good job of keeping it, kind of consistent, throughout the week, making it feel like we're still in Seattle.
Jackson, what did you learn in your time with the Ohio State Buckeyes that prepared you for this stage?
Oh man, a lot. Just growing as a young man, finding myself, during those college days, on and off the field, and being around some special people that I still call friends, to this day is awesome. But the competing at Ohio State and the development at Ohio State is second to none. So that's what I.
What's your pitch to NFL teams to draft Carnell Tate?
Yeah, if you want a dominant receiver, explosive receiver, for sure. Throw him the ball, he's gonna make plays. Get a Ohio State Buckeye receiver.
Jackson, you both share Sierra Leonean heritage and you wear the flag with pride on your helmet. Can you talk to me about how important it is to represent the nation and what message do you have to your fans from Sierra Leone as you gear up to play in your first Super Bowl?
Oh, it means a lot to me. I carry it with pride. Shout out Salone. Um, you know, was able to visit for the first time, and so ready to get back. Represent them, doing it the right way, and I love my people.
You've been around a lot of great receivers, whether your time here or at Ohio State. Who has taught you the most?
Um, Taught me the most in what, football? I think having guys like Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, and Cooper Kupp have been extremely helpful into elevating my game. Okay, there we go. Yes, sir.
Peterson,
Yes, sir.
Earl Campbell.
Mhm.
What do you remember about Nacogdoches?
I don't remember much, to be honest, but I am a East Texas native. I was born in Nacogdoches. My dad played football at Stephen F. Austin's. But East Texas, we breed different, out there. It's got to do something with the sun, but football is a religion out there, and like you said, there's been many greats to come from East Texas, so I'm a proud native.
Texas during your season?
One more time.
Do you keep up with some of East Texas?
Oh yeah, I keep up with a lot of high school guys and guys that are coming out as much as I can. I'm sure there's a bunch of talent in that area, so we'll see who's next.
Jackson, at what point did you realize that connection between you and Sam was something special?
Honestly, I thought we had a great connection. First couple practices. Honestly, just getting the groove, him understanding, getting the ball into his playmaker's hands, and him being able to see the defense is special. So, I tell this story before the season start. He asked, what we got to work on, and me being young, we got to work on everything. But I was like, I think where we're at now is, one of the best, and that's the feeling I had right before the season.
Jackson, how does it feel to have such great success so early in your career and be here at the Super Bowl?
No, not in a bad way.
So you love Brazil, man. We made this for you.
Yes,
For
sir.
NFL Brazil.
Yes,
If you
sir.
ever come to Rio, you have some family there.
Will do. Thank you, man. Appreciate
Can you
that.
show the camera? Yeah, yeah.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Receiver number one in receiving yards for fantasy football. Do you think next season you could produce even more in Sam Darnold's second year with a team?
I think it's possible. We'll see, though. I think it's possible. The goal is to get better each year, especially while I'm young, and I feel like I have, the ceiling is very high. But yeah, the goal is to get better every year. I don't know if that means more yards or more touchdowns or less touchdowns, but that's the goal. Oh man, it's awesome to see him here. Well-deserving young man. Awesome competitor, elite competitor, great, running back, but more importantly, a better person, and super happy for him and all his success this year.
Jackson, you can see through the
distinguishes Clint Kubiak as a play caller, and when you hear the head coaching rumors, seem inevitable to a lot of players. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Kubiak is, a great student of the game, and I think him understanding his players and what they're good at, maybe what they're not good at, and putting his players in great positions to succeed. Obviously, have with the playbook and the system he's run, have great success for a long time. So, yeah, that's about it. I don't think I can comment on anything else.
What did you learn about yourself?
With two other Ohio State wide receivers, who would you share it with, and why?
I would share it with Chris Carter and Joey Galloway. Legends in the game. Guys that they're legends. Period. So to be standing next to them is an honor for me.
Jack. One dish to celebrate. I'm sorry. If you have to choose one Mexican dish to celebrate, what would you choose? Quesadillas, burritos, or tacos?
Ooh, tacos for sure.
Salsa or no salsa?
Say it again.
Salsa or no salsa?
Salsa all day.
Talking food, I'll leave Whataburger out of it. Dicks are in and out.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go Dick's. It's a good burger.
Hey Jack, what's something this season that revealed to you about yourself that you didn't even know about yourself?
That's a great question. I think the support system. The support system is big for me, and I think this time, especially when you have success, reveals those around you. So I think it just revealed the great support system that I have. That they're got people are there for me. 2 years ago, maybe when I'm going through wrist surgery, during bad times and during great times. So I think my circle is something that's very important, and we're just getting stronger and stronger. And I wouldn't be here without them.
Memory from high school football.
Favorite memory, probably my last playoff run, senior year, going to the quarterfinals. Just an amazing run, for my city and for my school.
But Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State is a guy who's been heavily compared to you with his style. Have you gotten to see him play, and if so, what do you think of it?
Yeah, he's a Texas kid. I definitely was able to, watch him play. He's explosive. He's a great player. I feel like he definitely can make plays all around the field, and you can line him up everywhere. And, he's definitely going to be a guy, I continue to watch. Not personally. I follow him on Instagram and stuff like that. I believe we've talked back and forth a little bit, but nothing in depth.
kid is Christian Gonzalez. How surreal is it that a guy from your class from DFW, that's another guy you'll be going up against on Sunday?
It's awesome. I preach Dallas football. Texas football is the best in the country, and we have a lot of Dallas guys, in the Super Bowl, which I think is pretty cool. A testament to, how we're raised, how we're brought up. I give credit to a lot of the coaching and the development of the schools and weight room and all the programs like that. So I think it's a special time for, Dallas players. Say it again.
How have things changed for you sliding into the receiver one role this year?
I guess just a little bit more media attention.
Jaxon, you've been vocal about your faith. What's one thing the Lord has taught you this season?
Ooh, many things. Really for me, it's just I feel like I get tested a lot, and where I am when I'm low and where I am, when I have success is very important. How I carry myself and who do I give it to, and do I change as a person? And I think just staying grounded and giving Him the glory and understanding that I'm here to serve others. I'm here to serve the Lord. So I think it's just this season has just been another testament of that.
Who on your team has encouraged you in your walk with Christ?
Oh, a lot. We have a lot of great dudes walking in the right faith. I think Olu, our center, has been great. Jalen Sundell has been awesome. Derek Young, shout out to him. We have a lot of players, a great community of Christ followers.
I'm from the UK, and I basically teach people like the NFL in like the most simplest terms. what I want to ask you, what is the hardest part about your job?
The hardest part about my job is, I mean, consistency every single day, week by week. Week rolls in fast, so just understanding, coverages in the league would probably, be that, and would probably be something that I think about, maybe. Yeah.
They just announced a game in Mexico for 2026. So,
Nice.
would you like to play there? And what do you think about Mexican fans?
I would love to play in Mexico City. I love. Hey, there he is. I love. I love the culture. I love the people. It's always a special time out there when I'm out there. At least, great food, great tequila, all that stuff. I think I'm a little Mexican sometimes.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Jaxon Smith-Njigba. How
Yeah.
many points is your name in a Scrabble worth it?
How many points? A lot. I didn't play that game growing up, to be honest, too much, but probably a lot. Oh, you're not?
Can you talk about Travion Henderson? He said that you
Gen Z.
that you his dog. Speak about Travion and the relationship that you and him have.
Travion? Special, like I say, he's a special young man, and it's awesome to see him on this stage. He definitely deserves it. Came in to Ohio State, a very hardworking young man, and it's awesome to see, where he's at now.
You played in some sick games in your career. What's your favorite so far in your career?
Favorite so far? I mean, that's very tough. Going back to college, Rose Bowl, of course. This last game was something special, as we continue to go down this road.
When you guys beat the Niners in Week 18, there was a photo that went around of a couple of unsmoked, unfinished cigars in the locker room.
Mhm.
Whether it's that or not, did you guys kind of have a feeling there was some unfinished business that you'd be back here in such a short amount of time?
No, I just think guys can't handle their smoke, to be honest with you. I think it just got too smoky in there for them. But yeah, unfinished business for sure, But that night we were celebrating, and we just take things week by week.
Jackson, everybody is saying gay for me, but I'm
Say
saying
it again.
Everybody's saying gay for me, but I'm saying ham for Sam. All right, so I make this for Sam, and I make
Nice.
this jersey look.
Oh, I love that.
Here, let me show it to you. Just
Can I get it? Yeah, I'll catch it.
That's for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can you show us to the world on the other side? Yeah.
Right there.
Ham for Sam. Come on, everybody. Ham for Sam. Ham for Sam. Ham for Sam.
I love that. Thank you. Gracias.
LA workout sessions in the off season with Sam and the wide receivers crew, and how that built chemistry, and is there a story from those trips and how it went?
Oh, definitely. I think just getting out the building, getting out Seattle, connecting on the field and off the field is huge, to build the relationship. And, that's what we did. We had a great time just being together, getting to know one another, a step further. And I think, the hard work and, doing stuff like that is the reason why we're here today.
What's your favorite moment of the Grammys?
I didn't watch it. Not really. Just make sure I get some sleep. That's about all I need.
Congratulations on the big game.
Thank you.
But while you're in it, it's hard to take a step back and realize what you're doing. Have you allowed yourself to enjoy the process while you've been here?
Yeah, I mean, I've been enjoying it day by day. Right now I'm really locked in. I haven't gotten a chance to really step back and enjoy it. These weeks fly by, and I'm just locked in each and every day. But this is our last week, and I'll be able to look back on it and enjoy it here soon.
A great dream, kid's dream you're gonna live on Sunday. But when you look back on your childhood, what is the greatest memory you have on the football field as a kid?
Wow. Really, I can just remember the frustration of not being able to go out there and play with my brothers and stuff like that, just interrupting practice and my mom holding me back, and you can just see the intenseness and the love that I have for the game at 3 years old.
Mr. Jason, quick question. As a proud Ohio State alumni,
Yes, sir.
what does it mean to you to see your team beat Michigan for the first time in this decade?
A big weight off my shoulders. Definitely happy for those guys. We're supposed to do it every single year, but credit to the young bulls getting it done.
Is this being able to play in the Super Bowl? Is there any more importance in it, being the fact that you weren't able to play in the championship game in college?
No, honestly, I haven't thought about that. But I won a championship, I won a ring, a Super Bowl, and here I am. So, just trying to take full advantage of this moment.
What's your favorite catch of the year you've done so far?
Favorite catch? That's tough. I don't know. It's kind of like picking your favorite kid. I don't know. There's a lot, but I'll get back to you on that.
What do you contribute to you becoming the best receiver in the league? Kubiak, Darnold, coaching from Cooper Kupp, or is it something internal? What do you give the credit to?
Oh, all of the above. It takes so much, to be in this position, and first I credit God, for allowing me to be healthy and to reap the rewards of this, and Sam Darnold doing his thing, guys up front doing his thing, like you said, Clint putting me in a perfect position to do what I do. So it takes all of us, for me to be here. Football is the ultimate team sport, and I'm just one guy.
Talking about that, curious how much you feel like just being in Seattle, in a market like that that's not as media intense as a New York or Philly or something like that, is just conducive to building that cohesiveness, of a team. And you think about the two teams, the Patriots and the Seahawks or whatever. And I'm talking about where it feels like there's true togetherness. There are teams like there are teams that have gone there, you know what I'm saying? But you feel the strife in the locker room or this, that, and the third. So I'm just curious how you feel like the smaller market, out of the media glare, what have you, has contributed to the cohesion of the team.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like myself and this team, we kind of have the personality of Seattle. Just underdogs, just trying to fight. And when you win, they talk about you, and that's how we like it. And it's amazing to bring this to the city.
Is this live?
What's up, man? What's up?
Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Talk about from the end of your rookie year, that position, to getting to where you've gotten to today.
Man, like I said, opportunities and a lot of hard work, and not just myself being ready for the moment and preparing, but Cooper Kupp, Rashid, Sam Darnold, of course, our defense getting us the ball back. There's a lot that accumulates to my success, so I just appreciate that. Good to see you too.
How have you and Sam Darnold just developed good chemistry in just 1 year?
Yeah, I think reps. A lot of hard work. We're some hard-working guys, so just being able to go out there and work and put in the reps, like I said, definitely has built this thing.
What's the best advice that Cooper's given to you about playing in the Super Bowl?
Playing in the Super Bowl, really, he really just calms a lot of guys' nerves, including myself. It's the Super Bowl. We know how big it is, but at the end of the day, it's one step at a time. And he's been preaching process over results, and that's something that I carry very strongly with me. And it's about the process. It's about what we did today, and what we're gonna do tomorrow to get ready for the game. So just locking in on that. That's something he's taught me.
Why has it taken it so long for the Seahawks to come back to the Super Bowl? What are you guys doing different? Is there something different in your routines and your practices?
Yeah, I mean, I think just what Mike McDonald has done in his first 2 years has been incredible. Got to give credit to the third floor, John Schneider, and just building a great team, building a great culture from the ground up, and just hitting the ground running from there. Yeah, I mean, just a whole culture shift. Like I said, when he came in, last year. This is the second year, so just a whole culture shift, bringing guys together, not only on the field, but making sure we're having fun off the field and we're really getting to know each other and really build that bond together. And that's something you can really feel strongly this year. First Super Bowl I remember watching was Santonio Holmes, like his toe touch grab versus the Cardinals. I think that was like the first Super Bowl I remember.
Receivers that you modeled your game after.
I would say I watch a lot of Antonio Brown, Larry Fitzgerald. Third one could be a lot of people.
You were born in 2002 with a birthday coming up. Do you know what Chinese zodiac you are?
The horse.
You are the year of the horse. It's Chinese New Year, February 17, and we're rolling into the year of the horse.
Yes.
So NFL China and your fans in China would like to gift you this
Thank
limited
you so
edition
much.
football.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Fans in China, happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year. Go Hawks. Thank you.
You good luck on Sunday.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Should we trust you to be the number one next year?
One more time, I'm sorry.
You were the second best wide receiver this year in fantasy football. Should we trust you to be the number one next year?
Shit, don't trust me. Trust yourself. Being able to problem solve while you're out there. Problems come up, schemes come up that maybe you don't recognize, but being able to problem solve out there in real time is something that I feel like elite receivers do.
It looks like you are really enjoying your time. You are in the best shape of your life.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of hard work, you get a lot of time in the off season, so just trying to stay productive.
Kids are watching you and try to repeat all the magnificent plays that you are doing. How is the feeling for you to inspire the youngest?
It feels great. I'm super blessed to be in this position, and I remember looking up to guys, that are kind of in my position now, and I just want to push it forward and give back to the youth and make sure I'm doing my part. Yes.
Patriots defense gave up only 181 yards on offense against the Broncos and 629 yards total, which is the fifth fewest in a three-game postseason stretch. How are you guys preparing for a defense that has been almost dominant and unstoppable this postseason?
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to be us, and, we're going to do our thing. We feel very confident, we can get the job done and score points. So we're just going to take it one play at a time like we usually do and do our job.
Pearson are both from the Dallas area. When did you first become aware of him?
A little bit in college. I think going into the draft, that's where we kind of officially met, and being able to see the guys who are going to get drafted near where you're going to get drafted and watching his film. Incredible player, and he deserved getting drafted where he got drafted, and elite player for sure.
In Madrid last summer,
Yeah.
how was the experience with the Real Madrid players and everything? It's going to be another game in Madrid, in Bernabeu. You would like to play with the Seahawks one day in Bernabeu, go back to Madrid, one city that you know already?
I would love to go back to Madrid. I had a great time there. A lot of passionate fans, much respect out there. Real Madrid is my favorite team right now, so would love to go visit again.
Jaxon, describe what makes you a good route runner.
Just being able to get open, like I said, just problem solving, understanding, what my quarterback needs and the timing and making sure I'm giving good body language so he knows when to throw the ball. A lot of little stuff. Dancing with the Stars. I won't choose myself. Let's say Sam Darnold, though. I was on a couple Pee Wee football teams. you got the Thunder, you got Team Texas Bulldogs, you got Rockwall Yellow Jackets. Yeah, shout out them. Huh? Yeah, I did. I got traded. One more time.
What's the biggest lesson you've taken away this whole season?
Really, I just love, where our team's at, and understanding what it takes, to be here, is a, kind of the lessons that I learned, what it takes to get here.
Jackson, it's been 11 years since the Patriots and Seahawks last faced off in the Super Bowl. We know how that game ended. As a Seahawk, do you think they should have handed the ball off to Marshawn?
Given that I know the result, yeah, they probably should.
In the beginning of the season to like now, to where you're like, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna get all these yards.
Yeah, I mean, once we changed, offensive coordinators, and they told me the position I was gonna play, which was, a lot more outside. There's kind of a switch that you hit, playing the X position, to where it's like, you're gonna be on an island, so it's like I'm up for whatever. Like I'm gonna probably see a lot of man, so whatever's thrown my way, win.
About Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, man, I mess with Bad Bunny. I think he has great music. I know it's gonna be an exciting halftime show. I'm a big fan of his. The DTMF. Yeah, I like that. I probably can't pronounce all of them. I think Monaco is a great one. Belly something, some that starts with the B. Not really good at titles, but I do listen to his music.
For the first time, the biggest sporting event in the U.S., a singer will be singing in Spanish at halftime. What do you think about that?
I think it's awesome. Like I said before, I love the culture. I love the music. I love everything about, like I said, the Mexican culture. So it's going to be awesome to watch. I'm a big fan.
How come you get a little bit of advantage that you played here at Levi Stadium, because you guys played the Niners, that you have a little more familiarity with the field?
Yeah, I mean, being able to play here for the last 3 years, I like the grass. The grass is very nice, so, excited to play on it. Oh, they did? It's whatever.
What makes Sam Darnold the right leader for the Super Bowl team?
Yeah, I think his approach to the game and life, really, how he comes in every day, and, you can see that he's on top of things, and how he pushes everyone around him is something, that you want, from your quarterback.
Jackson, we've seen you line up slot outside in the backfield. How's having a play caller like Clint really freed up your game this year?
Yeah, it's been great. I always felt like, I could line up anywhere and get the job done. And, just happy, they see it the same way too.
Is your personal foundation, your support system?
Oh, it's very important. Like I said earlier, wouldn't be able to be here without, the people in my circle. And, I think this year has definitely taught me a lot of great lessons, and understanding, who should be around, who shouldn't. And, yeah, it's been great.
Mental health is big for you. How do you protect your peace and refill your bucket?
Yeah, I think just taking the time out to relax and to give thanks. I think for me, waking up and giving gratitude, showing gratitude is the biggest thing for me. We're all blessed here, healthy. Just counting your blessings always puts me back on track. What's up, buddy?
Who would you say is the funniest teammate?
Funniest teammate? I like Lil Spoon, Devin Witherspoon. He's hilarious. Yes, sir.
What's your go-to touchdown celebration?
Ooh, I don't know if I have a go-to touchdown. I think getting the fans involved and giving the fan a ball, I think, is pretty cool. I like doing that.
What makes the chemistry of you guys so special? I was here for that game when you guys beat the Niners and had the little cigar smoking session in the locker room.
Me and Sam's, is that what you're asking?
I'm just asking in general about what makes your chemistry so special. You guys seem to have a kind of camaraderie.
Yeah, I think just building the culture from ground up, starting with Mike McDonald, him coming in, 2 years ago, being able to see the transition of, what he wants his team to look like, and not only the team, but the building and the city, and, for us, for all me and my teammates to all understand that, and, to push every day, I think has, brought us together.
Jaxon, Dave Manley, Knockout Radio. Are you an MMA fan?
I am.
Who are your favorite fighters?
I like the GOATs, really. I don't watch anyone that's like not elite. So I can't say like I'm a diehard fan, but what's his name? Adesanya. Yeah, I like him a lot. That's probably my favorite one.
Prediction of the final score on Sunday.
I can't. I don't know what it's gonna be, honestly. Seahawks win. I can tell you that. That's it.
35 yards away from a 2,000-yard season. Has it sunk in the type of season you had? And what does it mean to be in that small category of elite receivers?
Yeah, it hasn't sunk in yet. Been watching too much film, locked in on the next game, and we'll celebrate after this game. One more time.
Type of pressure to give Seattle a new championship?
Of course, we're in the Super Bowl. The pressure is there, and pressure is a privilege, and we're privileged enough to play on Sunday and be able to bring Seattle a trophy.
Do you have any pre-game superstitions or traditions or good luck charms?
I don't.
Canadian fans a shout out.
Shout out Canada. Yeah, shout out them.
Best hockey player on the Seahawks?
Maybe AJ Barner.
You've talked about how you utilize this platform to glorify the Lord and praise His name. What does your faith mean to you?
It means everything. That's where it starts. That's how I'm sitting here before you now, answering your questions. Just the belief and to understand that I'm protected, and to have an unwavering faith is everything. And Jesus for me is everything, and this is who I do it for. I'm here to serve Him and to serve others. So just that's it.
Came into the league together 3 years ago. What was it like kind of celebrating with him after the NFC Championship game and just kind of realizing like how far you guys have come?
Yeah, it means a lot. Spoon's definitely deserving of this, and it's something that we talked about, while we're getting drafted, first time stepping on Seattle soil. So it's awesome to see it come full circle.
Why is Ohio State wide receiver university?
I would say, when you look at the list, it's a long list, and it's about to grow even more. And I think it's just too much elite talent, from top to bottom in the league, and guys that were in the league past years. So I think when you bring it all together and you look at the names and what we've done, I think there's no question now.
When did you realize that you could be in the Super Bowl?
One more time.
During the season, when did you realize that you could be in the Super Bowl?
I think we all knew we had Super Bowl talent and Super Bowl chances all year, but I think when we got home field advantage for the playoffs, that's when it was real eye-opening that we could really do this thing.
Shout out Canada, but you're also in California right now. Which one, Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Both.
So Sam Darnold selected you when I asked about Team USA and potentially competing in the Olympics. Would you ever consider flag football and competing for the Olympics, and what would it mean to be an Olympian and win a gold medal since you're on this stage now?
It would mean a lot. I would love to compete for my country and represent them, and win a gold medal. I think that would be awesome. I'm proud of the sport and where it's gone. I've been to a lot of different other countries and just seen how the sport has grown. So it would be super proud moment for me, and I would love to do it if I was given the chance.
You played at Rockwall High School. So what is Texas football? How did that equip you to play in this game?
Oh man, there's nothing like Texas football, East Texas football. I think the coaching and the development in Texas is for high school kids is there's no other state close to it. So I give a lot of credit, for how I was brought up and the schools and the schools and coaches that I have put a hand on me.
How do you feel about pickleball? Do you play pickleball?
A little bit. You play?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. What's your favorite cuss word when you get mad?
Probably the S. Exactly.
Tom Brady mentioned.
That's it. That's all you had. That's it. All right.
Tom Brady mentioned on the call how it's so difficult for defenses to pick you up because when you're on your route, your shoulders don't dip. Can you talk to me about that technique and how you've mastered it?
Yeah, I think a lot of hard work in the season. I think just having the endurance and the strength to be able to stay in that position and to give the defense, to sell something, and that's what receivers do. We're all always selling something. So just I give credit to my creativity and yeah, that's probably what I'm saying.
You had over 300 yards in the Rose Bowl when you were in college. Do memories of that moment come now that you are one step away of the biggest stage in pro football?
I'm sorry, one more time. I'm sorry.
You had over 300 yards in the Rose Bowl. Do memories come to mind about that experience now that you're facing the Rose Bowl?
Oh, yeah. Every time I fly into California, I get that feeling like I did, flying in for the first time and playing in a Rose Bowl. So, California has a special place in my heart.
Do you have a certain scripture that gets you through the season?
That gets me through the season? I wouldn't say just one. My father always sends me scriptures throughout, the weeks and stuff like that. So, there's a lot of good word.
What moment during the season you say Sam is the real deal?
One more time.
What moment during the season you say, hey, Sam is the real deal?
It wasn't even in the season, before the season. Honestly, we have the best defense in the world, so competing against them's no joke. And what we were able to do and find our rhythm, I thought was something special, at that time. So.
How has your relationship evolved with Sam this year?
It's grown, definitely. Getting to know him has been a privilege. Awesome guy. Being able to call him a friend, is definitely, it's an honor to line up with him. And a lot of what I do is, to make the quarterback's job easier. So whatever I have to do to help him, I will do it.
What do you do to take care of your mental health in the off?
In the off season, man.
Body, like a mind's a big part of it. What do you do to take care of your mental health, even during the season?
Yeah, I think just being able to stay still. I'm moving, a lot, always on the go. I think just being able to stay still and collect my thoughts, collect, what I want to do and how I want to do it. So just having that time to breathe and collect my thoughts and just stay still.
How's it been playing with?
The Sports Illustrated swimsuit did an NFL edition. Who from your team would be on the cover?
Ooh, on the cover. On the cover, you can go ahead and put Sam Darnold up there. Jake Bobo, I know he would like that. I'll give it to Jake Bobo.
I have a quick question. I'm on the women's U.S. national flag football team, and I was wondering if you could choose any female athlete to throw you a touchdown pass, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'll go like Paige Beckers. I think she would be a baller on the field.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And then obviously this is you're being able to check off a bucket list item going to the Super Bowl. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But is potentially playing at the Olympic level in LA 2028, is that something that might be on your bucket list as well?
Yeah, I think it's on the bucket list for sure. I always wanted to be an Olympian. If it's not flag football, maybe speed walking or something else like that. But, I want to be an Olympian. So 2028, here I come. Say it again.
Don't get her Starbucks.
Starbucks all the way.
In-N-Out or Shake Shack?
In-N-Out.
Surfing.
Haven't done either.
Tupac or Biggie?
That's a tough one.
Seafood or Mexican?
Mexican.
Pizza or tacos?
Ooh, tacos.
East Coast or West Coast?
We'll go West Coast. right now.
Cooper Kupp this year?
Say it again.
What have you learned from Cooper Kupp this year?
We preach process over results. That's something, he came to this building with. And, once he said it, it just struck a light bulb into my brain. Like, it's about the process. It's about, what we do. And, I'll remember this journey for sure. And, it's about who you are, and not being like a slave to the result almost. So just understanding the process and, attacking it day by day.
The NFL didn't matter and money didn't matter. What job would you have for the rest of your life?
I play football. Yeah.
Podcast. What would it be called? And then who would be your dream guest?
What would it be called? If I had a podcast, what would it be called? How about Catching Up with 11? You know what I'm saying? Who would I have? Dream guest. Let's put Kyrie Irving on there.
Jay Nelson with Sideline Sports. So if you could star in an action film as the hero, pick one actor to play the villain.
To play the villain? I don't want to pick Michael B. Jordan because he did that in Black Panther. That's a good question. Who's a good villain? Who was just in that Marty Supreme movie? Y'all know? I forget his name. Yeah, maybe him. Yeah.
Regarded as the best wide receiver in the NFL. How do you embrace that title, and does it add any type of pressure at all to your game, or do you just show up and do you?
Yeah, I mean, I always felt like I would be in this position, before this, and so I guess I can say I always felt like, I could be the best, given the opportunities, and there's a lot of other stuff that has to go on, for me to be in this position, but I always felt like my competitiveness and my skill level was always there to be one of the top guys. So there's no pressure. It's just who I am.
Another question, just taking you back to your childhood, just your first Super Bowl. What's your first memory of the Super Bowl?
Yeah. We can go probably the helmet catch or San Antonio Holmes toe tap back in the end zone. Yes, sir.
What's the most difficult part of playing your position, and how do you maintain a level of consistent play?
Yeah, difficult part. I wouldn't say there's anything difficult. I love everything about playing the position.
As that guy right now, how would you describe?
One more time.
As that guy right now, elite wide receiver, how would you describe the art of wide receiving?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's almost like playing basketball, really. The art of getting open, the art of kind of thinking, what is this guy defending me thinking, and what moves do I have, and what counter moves can I do? It's kind of almost like a chess match. That's something I really love about it.
Your heroes growing up, or somebody who affected you in a positive way along your journey?
Growing up?
Yeah.
Man, I would have to point at family. I would have to point at my dad, him waking me up early, for me to chase my dreams. He never put his dreams on me, but he saw the talent that I had, and for him to, protect that and to guide me, is something, I don't take for granted, and I appreciate.
What do you think about Christian Gonzalez and the possibility of facing him during the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, he's an elite defender. He's an elite guy. He's a very well-rounded cornerback, can do a lot of things, plays the game really well. So it's a lot of respect, and it's going to be a great matchup.
You don't have to live much life to know that you go through hard times and you go through
One more
good
time.
times. Yeah, I was just going to say, you don't have to live much life to know you go through hard times, you go through good times. What has God brought you through, and how grateful are you to him?
Man, I'm super grateful, super grateful, and I'm grateful for the hard times as well, because those hard times, I never had unwavering faith, and those hard times have brought me to the position that I am now. So, and without it, I would not be here. So I almost, I'm almost thankful for the hard times as much as I am for the good times.
You guys got here by beating the 49ers and the Rams. How fierce do you think this division's going to be next year and going forward?
Oh, it's gonna be very challenging, very challenging. Matthew Stafford and those guys are no joke. Brock Purdy and those guys, are no joke. So, it's competitive. Arizona, you know, they're on the up and up. They can only get better, honestly. And so you just got to be ready, be prepared. And but that's next year. We'll worry about that later.
What are your thoughts about this picture?
One more time.
What role does faith and family play in your daily life?
Huge, huge, huge. Very thankful for my mother and father, and how they raised me, to be a young man, and my brother as well. Being able to see his journey and unfold, has just helped me and guided me to where I am now.
What are your thoughts about this picture? What are your thoughts about this picture?
Thoughts? No thoughts.
Special Olympics, he's got a question.
What's up,
How
buddy?
you doing, Jaxon?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
This is my 4th year covering the Super Bowl with Fanside Special Olympics. I would love to ask you, who were the receivers that you grew up idolizing as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, watching as a kid, I watched a lot of Terrell Owens, T.O. I watched a lot of Dez Bryant, Larry Fitzgerald, someone I admire. I admire his game, and Antonio Brown.
All-Pro. How excited and proud of you with him of this season?
Super proud of him. More than deserving. Great hard worker. I remember going to Ohio State, and he looked after me. On my college visits and stuff like that, and a friend, I can call, pick up the phone, and we could talk about anything. So super happy for him, and like I said, no one deserves it more than him, and the best is yet to come for Chris. Excited.
If you could build your all-time wide receiver room, who's in there?
All-time receiver room. We got Randy Moss. We got Jerry Rice. We got Antonio Brown. And Larry Fitzgerald.
What makes you 1-1?
I would just say, how I was brought up, and what I was able to do at each level. I think breaking records, and how I was able to break records, and the hard work that I put in, to be able to be in this position.
Excluding Jesus, if you could pick one person from the Bible to lead you into battle, who would it be?
Moses. He led a lot more people for a bigger reason, so he can definitely do it, with this. Go ahead.
How do you implement your faith into your life and career?
My faith comes first. That's what I stand on. That's who I am. Everything else is everything else. I'm a follower of Christ. I'm a son. I'm a brother, and then I'm a football player. So that's what I lead with.
Looking back on your rock wall days, what is the biggest thing you've learned about yourself, not only as an athlete, as a person as well, and what else do you want to say about Texas high school football?
I think Texas high school football is the best, hands down. That's my favorite mask. Well, you crazy, boy. Boy, you crazy. High school, the best in the world. When it comes to terms of football, I think the coaching and development, you can't get it nowhere else better than Texas, and being able to grow up with your friends and see your crosstown rivals, and not a lot of real recruiting, just guys that you grow up with, and down there football's a religion. So yeah, I'll give credit to that.
Jaxon, you get home on Sunday, you take off your gear, you're ready to go to sleep, you turn on the TV, and you hear people calling you hey, this guy he can't be covered, he can't be caught in the field, he's everywhere. How does that make you feel, and how do you reach that status?
Yeah, before they said it, I said it. Before they thought about it, I was thinking it and working on it, and so they late at this point.
If you had to deliver the Lombardi Trophy to San Francisco, how would you get it here?
If I had to what?
You had to deliver the Lombardi Trophy
to San
Francisco, how would you get it here?
I don't understand the question.
How would you bring the Lombardi Trophy to San Francisco if you had to do it?
I don't understand.
Football this year? Because you helped a lot of people.
Nah, did I what?
Start yourself in fantasy
Oh,
football this year?
I didn't play. I don't play fantasy football, but yes, I'm glad. 2 years ago I didn't, so I'm glad I can help you guys out a little bit.
Question: how you feeling about playing at Levi Stadium, in the Niners' home stadium?
I think it's cool. I play anywhere at this point. Shout out to Bay, man.
Yeah, the Bay.
How would it feel to win FedEx Aaron Brown Player of the Year?
Oh, it would mean a lot. Actually, I mean, it'd be cool. Like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. Yeah.
Do you think you're the best receiver in the league? And if not you, then who?
Do I think I'm the best? Yeah.
Thoughts
No
on Brian
problem.
Hartline becoming a head coach, and what did he mean for your career?
Huh?
Thoughts on Brian Hartline becoming a head coach, and what did he mean for your career?
Oh, he means a lot, man. I'm super happy for him. I know he's going to definitely change the culture there, and, he meant a lot. I was actually his first recruit, to commit to Ohio State while he was the receivers coach. So just happy for him. He helped me develop into, the person I am today, the ball player I am today, and had an amazing NFL career that, we can go back on and watch film and, like he would say, I'm going to leave it at that. But
you have a pretty significant fan base in Eastern Washington that drives the pass every single weekend to watch you play. What do you say to the people in Spokane, North Idaho, and Montana?
Oh, I love those people, man. That's the heartbeat, really of this whole thing. And I do it for those guys. And, we needed their support all season long. We're going to need it on Sunday. And, we can't wait.
Any game day superstitions?
One more time?
Game day superstitions?
No game day superstition.
If you weren't in the NFL, what would your job be?
President of the United States.
Does Lightning McQueen have car insurance or life insurance?
Car insurance.
About the Seahawks, who do you want playing yourself?
Me, that's a hard one.
You can play yourself if you want.
Yeah. Put me in a movie. Put me in a movie.
What's your favorite sound in all of sports?
In all of sports, those pads thumping.
I asked the AI to describe the Seahawks. What will you say? 3 words.
3 words, I would say. Reek, what are 3 words? Describe our team. Oh, yes. That's decisive, shocking, relentless. Thank you, brother.
You have a lot of fans over in Ireland. Do you want to shout them out? What do you think of those guys watching you at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the mornings?
Oh, shout out Ireland. Shout out Ireland. I hear it's a great place. I believe I'm Irish. I think on my mom's side. So shout out Ireland. It's awesome to get support, all the way from out there, and shout out to the fans. Go Hawks. Say it again.
You must drink some Guinness then if your mom's.
I haven't yet, but we can try.
Take your celebration.
Yeah.
Jaxon,
There we go.
You face swapped a couple Seahawks with artists, and I want to see if you can guess who it is. Most of them are rappers. But
That's
this is the
Chris
first
Brown.
one. And who?
And me. K9 and NBA YoungBoy. Kodak and DeMarcus Lawrence. Lil Baby and Devin Witherspoon. Ah, hell no. Who's that? Sam Darnold and I don't know. I don't think so. That's funny right there. That's Central C and Mike McDonald. I don't know who that is. Okay.
First song that's playing in the Seahawks locker room if you win the Super Bowl.
I don't usually have control on the music. That's usually the D lineman, no lineman. But what? Can't tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Kanye or something.
You wish more people knew about you.
Nothing.
Talk about
Coach McDonald and how well of a job he's done to bring you guys to the Super Bowl?
He's done a great job, just building the culture from 2 years ago, seeing it unfold now, seeing his vision that he had on his team, and you know, getting a collective, to be together and go after one mission. He's the ultimate leader, and we're gonna follow Mike.
I got a question for you. This is Chris Kale from the rock and roll band Five Finger Death Punch.
There we go.
What's
up, man?
Have you ever been in a mosh pit?
I've never been in a mosh pit,
Never
man.
been in a mosh pit?
I've never been.
Are there any rock or hard rock bands that you're a fan of?
Is the Eagles? Is that I wouldn't consider it a hard. It's a rock band. Yeah, that's my. They're my favorite.
Any advice for Seahawk fans like me who were traumatized from 11 years ago when we played the Patriots in the Super Bowl? Any advice you can give us to emotionally get through Sunday?
We got y'all's back, man. Just relax and let's go get the win.
Jaxon, do you mind taking a selfie with my friend's disposable camera?
One more time.
Do you mind taking a selfie with my friend's disposable camera?
I'm good. Thank you, brother.
Jaxon, season, obviously you're rivals with the 49ers. What would it mean to win a Super Bowl in their stadium? Does that give you any extra motivation?
No extra motivation. We're playing the Patriots, so my eyes are on the Patriots, and I could play this game anywhere, literally. So it doesn't matter to me.
Jaxon, do you ever watch the fan edits people make of you on like TikTok and all that stuff?
Yes.
Do you like them?
Yeah, they're cool. Some are cool, some are funny, some are like ass, some are cool though.
Talked about this before, but can you tell us again the story of how you decided to take the second part of your last name in Njigba?
Yes. Yes. So growing up, I went by Jaxon Smith a lot, and my grandfather came here from Sierra Leone, and he took on the name John Smith, just for job opportunities and stuff like that. He passed away during when I was in 6th grade, so really just wanted to honor him and honor, how my family got here and, his legacy and represent that the right way. So really just took really back the last name and just wanted to represent it right.
West, I know you played against the Rams and the Seahawks and the Niners and everything in that division. Did that make you battle tested? Do you feel like that got you better for the
Oh, definitely. I mean, you can definitely see that it was the best conference, in the league, and some real competitors between the San Fran and the Rams and the Cardinals, and I think it definitely prepared us playing those teams 3 times. Excuse me, playing those teams 3 times. It's no joke. It's hard to beat a team 2 times in a row. So that's a credit to our team, and definitely feel battle tested for sure. Biggest adjustment, man, just really finding a house and getting settled and being on my grown man stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Appreciate it.